How's it? Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Hope you've had a good night's sleep. Hope you're ready to start a new day. The theme of today's meditation is presence, the power of now. And while we wait for the rest of our fellow souls to join us, settle yourself down. Find a nice, easy place to sit down. Close your eyes, dim the lights, put a sleeping mask on, and start some deep and slow belly breathing. Christos, good morning, my big brother. How you doing? It's good to see you, hey? A chilly morning in Johannesburg. I used to have a bit of a reaction over the idea of just being present, just being in the now. Hey, good morning, Christoph. So good to see you, dude. Very good to see you. I used to have a charge over that idea, being present, living in the moment. I used to think that it means, hey, Ursula, it is quite a brr morning. I used to think that it means not worrying about tomorrow, which of course it does. It means exactly that. Don't worry about tomorrow, but it doesn't mean don't plan for tomorrow. It doesn't mean not being goal-oriented. Being present simply means bringing your attention to what the present moment requires and nothing else. Sean, good morning, dude. Good to see you. So on the example of, do I be goal-oriented? Do I still have goals if I'm also present and living in the moment? If this moment is me planning my day tomorrow, or planning the rest of my week, or planning my month, or planning my year, then what this present moment calls for is for me to take pen and paper and look ahead at my week, my month, my year, and do the planning and decide what I would like to have happen on which day, in which month, in which year. And that doesn't mean I'm living in the future. That means in this present moment, I'm putting my attention on what the moment calls for. And in this present moment, it might be planning. And when I'm done with planning and I move on and I find myself in the next present moment, I bring my attention to what that next present moment calls for. And it took me a while to realize being present and living in the moment doesn't mean having absolutely no care and no plan and no planning. It just means that I let go of my attachment to the thought of what this moment should have been. And that's where we find ourselves struggling with being present. We find ourselves in a moment where everything in us wants to hold on to what we thought the moment should have been. And that's what trips us up. When we become present, we become open to what the moment is, not what we thought it should have been. And being present in that way is certainly the most productive thing that you can do. It's not an airy-fairy thing. It doesn't even have to be a spiritual thing. It is just the most productive thing that you can do when you find yourself in a moment where something in you goes, but it should have, but this moment should have been, because it isn't. And with our attention on what's not here, what we wanted to have been here, we are completely closed to what really is here. And what is productive is to see the reality of what is here and to decide, how do I work with what is here right now? So that is today's journey. Today's journey is the power of now. The power of right now. Being in the present moment and being open to the full power of the present moment. As an aside thought, just before we start, it's the only power we have is in the present moment. If we're not being present, we don't even have the freedom of choice. We don't even have the freedom of decision if we're not being present. Vani, good morning. I haven't seen your name pop up in meditation before. I'm very happy that you're here. If we're not being present, then we're making decisions based on what's not real. In other words, we rob ourselves of the freedom of actually making a good decision. So if you guys are ready, that is 5 minutes in. I'm talking too much this morning. Last sip of coffee. Get your sleeping mask on. Put your scarf over your eyes. Lights off. Earphones on. Let's slip away on today's journey together. Starting with the first couple of deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in. And release. Deep breath in. And release. Deep inhale. And release. Deep breath in. And release. And another deep breath in. And release. Continue with the same breathing pattern. Inhaling deeply as you stretch out your spine a little bit higher. Slow exhale, but dropping your shoulders, softening your spine, dropping your chin. It's pretty amazing how much you can train your body to stop, let go what you're carrying, come into the present moment and find your center. By engaging your whole body and inhaling upwards and exhaling downwards. There's a universal sign of surrender in taking a huge sigh of relief. Breathing in, breathing out loudly while dropping your shoulders, dropping your head, and going. I give up. That surrender is letting go of the resistance to fight what the present moment is. That surrender is becoming open to acknowledging what is and working with what is right here, right now. Think of your next couple of breaths as exactly that. A sigh of relief. The relief of not having to fight. The relief of surrendering. And deciding to look clearly at what is here. What is right now? What do I actually have to work with? Another few sighs of relief. Take the last few breaths of this phase together. Loosen up, stretch out, make our bodies more comfortable for the next phase. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you release, dropping your head forward, and rolling your neck muscles out in big half circles to the left and to the right. Letting go of whatever tension you might be holding on to in your neck muscles. Another deep breath in. And as you release, rolling your shoulders forward. Loosening up your shoulder muscles and your upper back muscles. Letting go of the tension you might be holding there. Another deep breath in. And then rolling your shoulders backward. Another deep breath in. And as you release, focusing on your spine, swaying to the left and to the right, nice and slow. Finding the edges that put up more resistance, that feel a bit more stiff, and easily lean into those edges. Taking one more deep breath in. And let go. ourselves in this space of presence. We'll use the next phase to dive deep inside and explore what presence means. And every inhale, we'll hold our breath for just a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take the first deep breath in. And hold. And release. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. And one more together breath. Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Breathing deeply in through your nose, following the air down as it touches the insides of your airways. Feel it going down your throat. Follow the breath in through your lungs. And as you fill up that balloon in your belly, find yourself slipping into that space too. As you hold the air inside for a few moments, inside that space of fullness, you're also holding yourself inside for a few moments. Hold your breath only for as long as you feel comfortable, followed by a long, slow release. On your next big breath and deep dive inside, while you hold your breath, feel around in that inside space for a sense of fullness, and see how much you can surrender to that space inside, letting go, relaxing, falling deeper, deeper into you. Take your next big breath. And your next big breath, your next deep dive inside. Repeat the word presence. As you go inside, toy with the word presence. Feel it in your mind. Feel what it means to you. As you slip right down into that inner space and feel the word presence. Take your next deep breath. Specifically bringing your mind into this present moment now. What does this moment call for? What does presence mean to you? this very moment now. What to let go of, what to be open to. Take your next deep breath. But we're not going to be sitting here meditating forever. We're going to get up and start our day. We're going to step in to the rest of the week. We have work to do. We have people to see. What does presence look like? When you have things to do, goals to reach, people to serve. Bring to your mind your regular busy moments, your regular busy day. When you take your next big breath and dive deep inside, paint a picture of what presence looks like in your busy day. What to let go of, what to put your attention on. What does that present moment call for? Bring into your mind your regular busy day. What does that present moment call for? Take your next deep breath. Bring to your mind a moment of being put under pressure. Maybe you have a recent moment to use as an example, or some other past moment of being put under pressure. We often have a resistance to this pressure, wishing things to be different, holding on to the thought of what the moment should have been. Bringing to your mind a moment of being put under pressure. Paint the picture of what presence looks like in that moment. What to let go of. What to put your attention on. How to breathe calmly. How to take control of your deep breathing. In a moment of being put under pressure, what does that moment call for? Take another deep breath. Let's take one more deep breath together to slip into the next phase. And on your exhale, feel how your shoulders relax. Feel how you melt and dissolve away into floating in the next phase. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold. And as you release, feel yourself slipping into a a space of just floating. No more attention on your breathing. Let your shoulders completely relax. Find yourself floating. We often find ourselves standing in front of a shut door. A door that was just slammed shut in our face. And our thoughts go something like this. But it should. The door should not have been shut. The door should have been open. There should have been a key in the door. The person on the other side should not have shut the door. Holding on to the thought of what the moment should have been. While we're in that space, we are closed to seeing what the moment really is. What opportunity there might actually be. When we let go of our attachment to what we thought it should be, then we take a step back. And maybe we see next to the door is an open window. Maybe we take another step back by taking control of our breathing, putting everything down, finding our center. Sometimes we see we're standing in a hallway surrounded by doors. And while one might be shut, there are many others that could be open. And sometimes very clearly open. The power of this moment is finding clarity. The power of this present moment is finding the wisdom of knowing where to spend the energy and what to let go. The power of this present moment is becoming very effective. Wasting much less time. Placing attention on what this moment actually does call for. wish that during your day you find it easy to stop. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders. And find some clarity in what is it that this moment makes available to you. Let's take the last few breaths of today's meditation together. 5 breaths of gratitude. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you. And I invite you to say yours too. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for finding such a strong center in this moment today. Deep breath in. Thank you for the clear picture I have right now of being able to stop and find presence again during my day. Deep breath in. Thank you for this crispy air I feel on my face this morning. Deep breath in. Thank you for feeling the presence of all of you guys with me this morning. One more together breath. Deep breath in. Thank you for everybody online today. Love starting my day with you guys. I hope you find multiple moments of presence during your day, and maybe even one long stream of presence the whole day. So much love for you guys. Who have I not said hello to? Philip, a very good morning to you. Lexi, thank you so much for joining. Lexi, you're saying every morning. Is it morning already on your side of the world? I am so happy that you do spend your time with us, Lexi. That is awesome. Christoph, thanks for your beautiful message, brother. Have a beautiful day, everybody. I'll be back here, same time. You know when to find me. Looking forward to starting my day tomorrow with you again. Mwah. Have a great day, guys. Ciao, ciao.